What's up, guys? Michael here, checking in from Cartersville, Georgia, which is Atlanta, Georgia. Same difference. It's just a little bit north. We were a small town. Now we're growing pretty rapidly. But this is kind of where I've grown up. But that's not the point where I'm from. But it doesn't really matter because here in the internet world, you're checking it out from wherever you want. But I just wanted to share with you guys today. I made a post and it was pretty. It's really profound. Like it struck with me, and it was through some of my audios I was listening to, which I listen to on a daily basis. A lot of personal development, personal growth. Obviously, that's what this blog tends to lean towards, is mindset and things like that, because that's what saved me. And what I wanted to share with you guys today was it was just so simple, and so many of us get it so backwards. And the post, or what I said was, and what I heard was, true strength is not in holding on, but it's in letting go. When we talk about letting go, we start talking about letting go of the past, or the things that hold you back. You just got to let it go. And where I want to go with this today is I'm going to actually go deep for a minute, guys. And it's funny because if you actually hear my story, if you've heard my story on my blog or anything else, my story always picks up in 2008 when we lost our restaurant, when the economy crashed, which forced us into a bankruptcy where we lost our home and all this other stuff over the past couple, 3-4 years. All this stuff has happened. So, but see, my story goes a little bit further back than that, obviously. and it actually goes back, when I was in high school. So stick with me here, because I'm going somewhere with this. And you may get some value out of this knowing where I came from. But when I was in high school, I was the honor student, graduated with honors, like top 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there. I was one of those numbers in my class. Wanted to go to Florida State University. That was my school. I'm a Seminole at heart. Even though I live in Georgia, people rag me, but I just love Florida State. And wanted to go there. Got into their school of music. They didn't offer me enough money, so I had some offers from some other schools. So I ended up going to a school called Brevard College in North Carolina. And they offered me enough money to go. So I went. I got 4 younger brothers. So my parents, I'm sure, were planning ahead saying, we're not going to spend that much money for you to go to Florida State, which that kind of crushed me, but whatever. So I went to Brevard. Was my first, college kid. Just been raised pretty strict. So when I got there, it was like freedom. So I actually, did pretty well with my music stuff. My grades were so-so, but did really well with the music stuff. But started to learn how to party and things like that. So what happened is I came home from summer break, and I kind of got wrapped up into a world that I shouldn't have gotten wrapped up into. I fell into some really heavy drug use. I just fell off the grid. I never went back to school. My parents kicked me out. And like I said, I don't tell this story very often. So this is really the first time I've told this story in regards to this blog or any time recently. So I fell into some really heavy drug use at that time. So I call 18 to about 23. I call those the dark years because I don't honestly remember a lot of it, and it was just probably one of the darkest, just down times of my life. It was one of those. It was just full of depression, full of being beat up inside, full of just lost. Got so wrapped up in it. Of course, everything was fun when it started, but I didn't know where it would take me now. And so what happened is I fell into all that. And even my school, Brevard, was actually calling me saying, we know your parents have cut you off. We know that you don't have the money. We will take care of it. We want you to come back. And I said no. And I still live with that decision every day. And then so what happened is I didn't have to go to a rehab or anything else to get fixed. My dad actually pulled up to the house that I was staying in and said, son, I'm taking you home. I've got to get you out of here. And thank God that my dad did that. He saved my life at that point. So what happened is that is some very tough stuff to go through, especially coming out of it. Looking back at all the people that you let down, looking back at all the things that you missed out on life. Coming out of that with nothing, not a damn thing, not a penny to my name, nothing to show for those years of my life, and it was just horrible, and to think back of all the people that I hurt, all the people that I let down. And so, coming out of that, I actually found my wife. We got married. Things started moving on the up and up, but I still held on to things. And then so we got in the restaurant industry, and then 2008 hit. It was booming. We were doing great. 2008 hit. Bam, we lose everything again. We still have our contents of our home, but we went through a bankruptcy. We lost our home, and guys, all that emotion, all that feeling came back. And so over those past few years of trying to climb out of just all the crap that we've been going through, I found the home-based business industry. I found motivation. I found people that really lifted me up and made me feel good about myself. But one thing was still lingering, and it was that I wouldn't let go, because all those feelings came back. All those feelings of what do I have? What do I have to show for this? All came back. And so finally, over the past year or so, and this is not just Empower Network that I can say saved me or helped me, but number one, God saved me. Number two, I got around the right people, just around my church, and just soaking up the right things in my head. And then came along Empower Network, and just the motivation and the personal growth and the culture, and those people, everything just lifted me up to the point where I could finally say, I'm letting go of all the crap. I'm letting go of the BS. I'm letting go of the bull. And see, guys, that's what it takes. Because I didn't feel like I was worthy enough to have results. I didn't feel like those past 2 or 3 years that I've been in home business, most of the reason I didn't get results, comp plans sucked. Old school traditional methods are going to the wayside. That's true. But you know what was holding me back more than anything was I wouldn't let go of the crap. I wouldn't let go of feeling like that kid who was just druggy, strung out in just dark apartments and dark houses with just dark people. And I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about just dark, like just spiritually, and just dark places. So guys, that's what I had to do. That's what I had to do to let go, is I had to actually believe that, you know what, I am worthy of having results. I'm worthy of making money. I'm worthy to support my family and show them a lifestyle that they've never had before. And now I'm worthy to lift other people up. Whew, gets me pumped. But anyway, guys, but that's it. So when people come at me and say, you know, I've been through all this and I've been through that, we've been there too. I've been there too. And like I said, this is the first time I've shared this story. But the truth of the matter is you've just got to learn how to let go. You've got to get around the right people. You've got to get around the right culture. And if you're spiritual or anything like that, you've got to just let go and let God. So guys, today, you know, I'm not going to tell you to click a link below. I'm not going to tell you to join our team if this is for you, or if you're on my list or whatever. What I'm telling you today is just let go. Get around the right thing. Put the right stuff in your head. Start reading some books. This is Psycho Cybernetics. This is actually a guy who made like $700,000 in like 28 days. No joke. Income disclaimer. Doesn't mean you'll do it. But you know what? He says to read something, I read it. You know, listen to audios. Get around the right people, guys. And just let go. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you got something out of that. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.